Being naked in the shower with a bunch of dudes is totally not gay, as long as it's after a long day horsing around in the hot sun on a sports team.
Well, I thought you were going to say if the lights are off, then the answer's always yes. You want to go to the locker room after this?
My kind of guy, Michael. Let's go. Today is a very big day on the Yes or No game. Not just because we have very big people in the studio, but because we have multiple people. This is the first ever multiplayer Yes or No game, and you can have your own multiplayer Yes or No game if you go to dailywire.com/shop. You can pre-order them. It's going to sell out again. Make sure you get it. dailywire.com/shop. Gentlemen,
Mr. Knowles.
I'm joined today by the Crain Company team. Mr. Jake.
Drink it in.
Drink it in. Mr. David.
Present and
Mr.
accounted
Blaine.
for.
Promise you I'm not this short.
Yeah. I was going to say, do you want an apple box?
Before your insecurity
30
starts
seconds and you're
All
being
right.
a heightus.
Goodness
I'm
gracious.
look, I'm in the 6 foot range. guys.
Yeah.
He's 8'3".
Allegedly. I don't know. I guess the camera takes away 10 inches or something.
Yeah, that's what they
Well,
say.
I'm just waiting for
Can
him
we
to
get-
use them on a PragerU episode. To be like,
we
told
get-
you the Nephilim are real.
Can we get Blaine an apple box, please?
Yeah.
We need to fly in an apple box. You know the rules, gentlemen.
That's true, and I wanted to make sure everybody in the audience understood, look, we're from the South, all right? We drink cold beer and good bourbon and whiskey, all right? That's what we do. So, yeah, we got a little bit of the beautiful golden beverage, or old cold soda, as we call it back in East Alabama.
I haven't spent enough time in Alabama. I'm drinking what they call in New York a very fruity drink because it's Lent. I'm trying to give up booze, and yet one of my jobs is I have a drinking game.
Yeah,
So
tough.
I'm having here, this is my Sex in the City cocktail.
No, it's how Samantha of you. I just want to know, does your husband drink as well?
Yeah, he does, actually.
Nice. No, we actually call that something different in Alabama. No, but look, it's funny. For Lent, I actually drink alcohol during Lent. I go the opposite way. Like I do for during Lent, I do something bad, like drink alcohol, and then the rest of the year, I'm good.
You try to have 11 months.
Yeah, I'm hedging my bets.
virtue,
Yeah. It's buying insurance.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it is. You can ask.
Now, on the game, when we have women play, the ladies go first, but since you are men, I will go first.
No. You sure?
We'll see. Who knows?
Okay, yeah, here we go. It's 2023.
You should never be able to have your Heisman taken away from you, even if you almost decapitate your ex-wife.
Well, so I'm answering as you.
Yeah, and
I'm
answering
going
as
to
you.
say,
So, you gotta just move the.
Yeah.
Okay, we're maybe one. You can move that one.
Okay.
One. Well, it's kind of a double negative.
Yeah, it's, do you think you should get your Heisman taken away is basically what you're asking.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we play it as, should it get taken away?
Yeah. Is
How
there
about
any
that?
circumstance in which it should be taken away?
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
God, I could get lost in those eyes.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait, do I go this way?
Yeah, you go, that way.
Good start,
Okay, look,
kid.
man, I grew up playing
start.
Candyland. Everybody calm down.
You made
It's
us
a
all
little more
look
complex
stupid.
than
One
this.
sip of beer.
I realized we were playing
So-
on Tron.
So I think, no, you shouldn't lose your Heisman for that, even if you
Okay.
kill your wife and a waiter, because the Heisman is for athletic achievement,
God, spit it.
right? So it's not. It's you should go to jail if you kill your wife and a waiter. You should maybe be executed if you kill your wife and a waiter, but you
Allegedly.
allegedly if you did it, and if you write a book about it, for instance. But it's not like you got worse at football then.
It's true.
Right?
And well, let me ask you this. What if you kill somebody while you're playing? Like legitimately during the season where you won the Heisman, then they give you the Heisman after the season. I mean, can we retroactively say, hey, you can't be murdering
saying-
people on the field and off the field?
On the field, yeah. If you, well, I assume you've got some sort of indemnity, right? I assume you. I don't know. You'll be surprised to hear I haven't played a ton of football in my life.
No,
but,
really? No.
Yeah, but I've also never killed anybody.
Okay.
And I think I don't know if in the course of the game, if you're so excel at the game that you kill somebody on the field, do you get another trophy?
Look, I mean, the real question is, do you play basketball for Alabama or not?
Yeah.
That's just kidding, kind of.
All right.
All right, you're up. I don't know who. No, you got that wrong. So you got to drink.
Oh yeah, go good.
You
Great.
get to drink.
Oh, God, that is just golden liquid beauty. All right, here we go. A train leaves Delaware. No, I'm kidding, wrong one. All right, the Ukraine flag in your Twitter bio is more of a tell than having pronouns listed. Oh, okay. We're talking about foreign policy versus gender identity. These are two heavyweights going at it.
Say.
I'm gonna say.
You got it wrong, Mr. Crain.
No, Michael, I thought I knew you, dog.
No, the reason it's more of a tell, if you have the pronouns in your bio, you have some sexual confusion. I don't know. Maybe you go along with fads, but you might just have kind of weird sexual desires. If you have the Ukraine flag in your Twitter handle, what that signifies is you will go along with the ruling class and the regime and the establishment on anything.
Okay.
It just means the current thing. Whatever the current thing that the propagandists are pushing, you'll go. So it actually has nothing to do with you.
Can I tell you my line of thinking, what I thought you would think? I feel like you have stages of a person's mental capability. If you can't get past understanding there's two genders, then how in God's name could you ever understand anything like foreign policy? So that's where my mind was. Second thing is, about Ukraine, I keep asking this question, nobody can answer me. Why can't you just be pro something and not give money to it? Like, I love the Atlanta Braves. Love them. I'll watch 162 games. But I'm not sending a third of my paycheck to the Braves organization to buy more foam fingers.
No.
Can we just not be like, hey, Ukraine, y'all go kick their ass, man.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Attaboy.
We'll be over here rooting. You want a hype guy?
Yeah.
We'll be the biggest hype guy you got.
Here we go.
Getting the money.
Vladimir. Well, that's confusing because both of them are named Vladimir.
Look, there's so many Vladimir. It's basically Transylvania over there. But like, at the end of the day, the main thing is like, hey, we'll root you on, but I'm not giving you the bag. I don't understand that.
Yeah, you're right. You could. Well, I'm just waiting. You can meld them together for when they add the blue and the yellow to the gay flag. So that'll be that's going to be the new.
Well, you know those Ukrainian gays, they're over there fighting as hard as anybody.
Yeah. That's what I was also thinking. Is Ukraine like the most LGBT? I don't think.
Well, I don't know. I haven't been over there, and to be honest with you, I don't plan on going. So I'll drink to that. Ukrainian gays, let's get it.
All right. So I'm up. Guys who say they have a photographic memory are compensating for something.
Boy, this one feels awfully personal.
Well, there's no question about that, obviously.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, and then you'll move to wherever you think. You just wanted
no.
Such a me take.
Look. No, it's not. All right. I grew up in a place where guys get huge trucks with mud flaps that are under 5'8". That's compensating for something.
Yeah. True.
All right. Making a Twitter account burner and not using your real name or tagging somebody, that's compensating for something. Just because my mind takes photos. Okay, and look, it's not a great thing. I remember all the bad stuff too. It's like half and half.
Do you really have a photograph?
I can remember numbers, addresses, all types of sports stuff, like who plays for who. But ask these guys.
Really?
There's not a coach I can't name. There's not a player I can't name in his position.
Wow.
Creighton, Cockbrenner, Trey Alexander, Nimhard.
You could just be saying names. I could,
That's
Smith.
Yeah. Jones.
Well, they got a couple of those too. Probably a Washington.
Wow. Okay. Because I don't have a photographic memory. I have a worse one. I'm convinced that I remember certain things, and then I'll later find out I was completely wrong.
God, I got my therapist would just do wonders with you. He would just love you.
That's such a Samantha thing to say.
Yeah. It is a Samantha thing to say. Girl power. Man, this is fun. I like this game. I need to order one of these. The answer's always yes.
They're already out.
The answer's always
I ordered 1,000 just now.
So good.
We're trying to get some during Christmas.
Yeah.
But I'm set.
That's better than the game that I used to play.
So are you?
I told you about earlier.
You're camping?
Huh? No, not camping. Does it smell like chloroform game?
Oh, yeah, that was the other game.
Yeah, that was the other game. Crazy things happen on the baseball team.
Makes you better.
Yeah, it does.
So
meeting to get
are
third.
you 0 for 3?
First time in my life, Michael.
First time.
Look. I feel like I had some good answers though.
You did.
some good theories. That's all I wanted to come.
But he likes drinking, so he could have been trying to get those wrong.
Dude, David, stop telling him.
So we've got 3 more questions.
All right, here we go. You ready for the hurricane? All right, here it is. God, you guys are a different flavor of evil. Dressing in suits every day is equivalent to short guys wearing height-altering shoes. Both are just ways to make people think you're more important than you are.
I don't want to go anymore.
Well,
This was fun.
Okay, so I answer as you. You answer.
Yes. Yes.
Correct.
Oh God, that feels good. It's always good to get the first hit. Hey, somebody save the ball.
But did I get yours correct?
Yeah, you did.
Yes. The thing is, though, some people do that. Some people dress in a suit. It's a total joke, because they don't need to be. But what if they are that important? What if Donald Trump shows up to work in sweatpants? That something's gone wrong there. He is important enough. To
Either that or it's going really right. My thing about suits is this. There are some professions, and I'm speaking about anomalies here, where you need to wear a suit. When I'm talking about suit, I'm talking about tie. I'm talking about the whole get-up, not the, hey, I'm going to the frat party type suit. So to me, if you're wearing a suit, and basketball coaches that wear suits, like during the game, or football coaches that wear suits. Oh my God, Al Golden wore a suit when he was at Temple, I believe, and this man looked like he just went to a water park. He'd be just sweating profusely. It was basically an Old Spice commercial. I feel like it's like the big truck theory. What are you overcompensating for? What are you hiding under there?
Yeah.
That's my real question.
An undershirt. Yeah.
So look, I got the first one right, and you got it right.
That's great. Okay.
Maybe batting 1,000.
Now maybe I get to drink.
Yeah, I've been drinking this whole time. Yeah, man, tell you what.
You ever play the Bull Moose game?
Not since the landslide.
Love the 70s.
We would play this game. My buddies, I guess we started in college. We played it throughout my 20s, though, where if you were holding your drink in your right hand and somebody called you out, like, Bull Moose, then you have to chug it.
Yes.
And if you falsely accuse somebody, then they have to chug their drink. And sometimes you could fake people out because you'd say, I'd be kind of like this, and you'd be like, Bull Moose. And then I'd pull this up and I say, I'm double fisting. I'm the man. So you have to drink too.
Now that's a game I think we can all get behind, and it's family friendly.
Bull Moose BS.
Yeah.
That was your response to that one.
If only I had thought of that
There you go.
15 years ago.
You guys played Wayne. We just played like beer pong and
Yeah.
walked around and tried to find girls like to talk to.
Just to talk to.
Yeah.
To compliment.
Yeah. Calm down.
So now I'm up.
It's you.
Being naked in the shower with a bunch of dudes is totally not gay, as long as it's after a long day horsing around in the hot sun on a sports team.
Well, I thought you were going to say if the lights are off, then the answer's always yes.
This is totally not gay.
Brett Zaxby.
So,
Well, I feel like this one's kind of a fastball for you. I've spent times in locker rooms.
yeah. I mean, listen, man. When I would spend all those days, out on the old Greek wrestling team.
I've never been to Greece.
It got greasy.
Oh, good.
So I'm answering as you. So you're saying
Is
it's
it?
not gay. So yes, it's not gay, or yes, it is.
I would say either yes, it's gay, or no, it's not gay.
Okay.
That'd
ready?
be easy.
All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
You have to move this.
You got to move mine.
He'll get it.
I'm waiting on him to move his first, man. It's called strategy. Calm down.
Totally.
No, I think it's not gay.
Really?
No, it's not gay.
You want to go to the locker room after this?
It's my kind of guy, Michael. Let's go.
Good, he fell for it. Good job, guys.
He's a little empirical study.
Great job, team.
No, it's not gay in the sense that it definitely involves sweaty men who are largely naked, doing weird stuff and like snapping towels and stuff. But the reason it's not gay, it's like the reason Achilles and Patroclus are not gay, is because gay is this modern idea that men and women are kind of the same, and you can interchange men and women. You can have like gay marriage, and it's like the idea of gay is so soft. Whereas when I think of Achilles and Patroclus, even if they were doing some weird stuff in the showers in the locker rooms or whatever, like these are hard dudes. These are men who are slaying the Trojans, and so even if it's a little bit like light in the loafers, it's not gay.
Well, I just want to give you credit for using the adjectives both soft and hard in that without making it weird. My thing
Until now.
Until now. Of course, it's my job. I bring it back in. I bring the weirdness back in. Here's my thing. We talk about togetherness by teams.
Yeah.
You can go out and practice hard together.
Yeah.
You can go out and have dinner at Beef O' Brady's together and really just get to know each other's families. You're not really together until I've seen you naked and you've seen me naked.
Yeah.
All right. You want to talk about forming a team?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean y'all go group hug in the showers.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
this isn't the longest yard. Yeah. But my thing is, it's team camaraderie, and to a certain point, you kind of get used to it. But there is one thing I want to say. Let's make sure we keep men in the men's locker rooms and women in the women's locker rooms when it comes to sports. I want to make sure you get that.
Yeah, because it's always really weird when you're doing all that gay stuff in the men's locker room. When a woman is there watching, you're like, whoa, cool lady.
That's a private space.
I don't see women.
Yeah.
I see dudes.
Yeah, I'm not walking in the men's locker room trying to see chicks. They don't allow me to do the other one anymore.
Yeah. No, they don't. Okay, so you're up.
Yeah.
This is the last one. This is your last one.
Yeah, my last one. Here we go. Let me get your drink. Your drinky. Jeez. Hold my hair. All right, here we go. In general, receiving advice and constructive criticism, here we go, from a woman is easier than from another man. I'm going to say...
No, you move that
I'm
one.
going to move this one.
And
Well, it's a fake out. You ever heard of play action?
yeah.
I'm going to say...
Wrong again, amigo.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, it's way harder to take criticism from a woman than from another man.
Well, my thing is, at the end of the day, which woman are we talking about here? I mean, my mom? I mean, look, nobody's taking more criticism from my mom than me. Are we talking about my fiance? We call that Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, it's much different if one of my boys is over here not joking with me, making fun of me or something. Oops, you fell down. Oh, you forgot to pay the gas bill, whatever. Yeah. But it's I don't want to have to legitimately have it out with my boys. Yeah. With the bras. Because this summer, we're thugging it out with the bras.
Yeah, no, it's a thug.
And you're coming.
Yeah, no,
you're going to be there.
I'm ready to thug.
You ready to thug out?
We be thugging, Mike.
Michael Knowles.
Do you think, though, yeah, I sort of see that. But with a guy, if I'm going to criticize a guy, or sincerely criticize a guy, or he's going to criticize me, I find I can just sit down and be like, hey, what you did, you screwed that up. That was stupid, it messed me up. It's bad for you, and you're just a degenerate, and you got to get your life together. Okay, we good? All right, fine.
Is this to me?
This is an intervention.
Good. Why I went and saw letter.
We all wrote letters.
Sorry, we got
great.
the whole team on
But
it.
if it's with your wife or even some other female relative or friend, I just find it you can't be that blunt often with women, and it's because men and women are different. So it's like then there's this lingering kind of.
Yeah. See, look, it's 2023. As Blaine says, equal rights, equal fights. I'm gonna be as blunt as with you as I am anybody. If I don't like it, if we're out playing basketball, we're gonna find out. We need to know. Who makes better chicken parmesan? You do. Who's taking it to the paint, making the right decision? That's your boy. But again, at the end of the day,
Follow Michael? Follow that, buddy?
Yeah.
Keep up.
Michael's gonna have to go back and watch. He's like, oh, I get it, like in basketball.
Wow, hold on.
Yeah. No, look, I mean, again, and I just want to make sure that when it comes down to me getting criticized, my fiance criticizing me about something is one thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to internalize that. I'm going to work on that. But I don't want to come to work and my brother be like, hey, man, that dinner y'all put on last night wasn't worth the shit. Yeah. That's a different thing to me.
You're like, yeah, I don't need to hear that
No.
from you here. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
There you go.
But you do have to drink because.
Oh, God, please. Say I won't. Say moose or whatever it was.
So now is
Look at me and say moose.
Bull moose.
Look at me
Let's
and
go,
say
baby.
moose.
Bull moose. Mr. Coner, you up?
All right.
All
You want me to go?
Let's do it.
All right, hey, good job.
Good job.
Ready.
I feel we all won. Mr. Cone.
I thought that was just going to be a stare down for as long as possible there.
Who breaks? You're familiar with the rules of the game.
I think so.
And
I've watched every episode.
You're as
so
familiar as I am.
Okay,
Because
good.
you're competitive. I mean, you were a real athlete.
I would like to win this. I'd rather win this
Okay.
than lose this.
All
you
right.
know?
So I go first because you're a man.
In theory.
The prevalence of social media only serves to promulgate and validate the ideologies of both Dionysus and Narcissus.
I'm with you. Very bacchanalian.
I'm still reading.
Okay.
It says, ... JK.
Good.
They
That's what
say
I
about
say.
tall guys that they die early.
That's not on there.
There are
That
so
is not
many
on there.
layers to that question.
This got dark real
Oh,
quick.
man.
The prevalence of social media only serves to promulgate and validate the ideologies of both Dionysus and Narcissus. It's true what they say about tall guys, they die earlier. Okay.
Wow. So I guess we are
This is multi-pronged,
responding.
though.
It is. We're responding to the final point. Tall guys die earlier.
Got that
Okay.
epic will filled out?
I do.
Okay.
I'm responding as you.
Like, I guess statistically, I don't.
Like, look, it's just, look.
Yeah,
Coach
I don't-
died right now.
Hey, facts don't care about my feelings.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
If it makes you feel better, left-handers die 2 years earlier on average. Statistically,
true?
Did you, yes. Did you know why? I think.
What do y'all do when y'all alone?
What are you guys? I think it's mechanical accidents actually.
Really?
So I'm not at a huge risk as it happens.
Not baseball players.
I have to
It's
change
not-
up my
yeah,
weekend.
it's just a baseball
But
player.
yes, I mean, look, science is science, right? I'm taller. The heart has to pump the blood farther through the body. I get all that. How about to this first point, though? The social media only serves to promulgate and validate ideologies of both Dionysus and Narcissus. No. You want to do that part?
Well,
too?
huh, you just kind of you just gave the answer.
I say you say no. I say you say no. Social media can serve other purposes other than bacchanalian elements of life.
What did you just call him?
Well, so
You can
your
reconnect
answer is
with
obviously
old
no.
friends.
Yeah,
saying-
I
you're
guess
saying
my
no.
question is like, I guess my question on this is like, you could probably find a good use of crocodile, you know, that crazy Russian drug that turns you into a leper and melts your brain.
I have
I'm
no
sure-
frame of reference.
You
at
could,
all.
I'm sure you could find.
I know what he's talking about.
You know, crocodile. You know, you remember, man. You remember the early 2000s.
Spring break.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
I'm
my
sure you
goodness.
could, but the primary use of it,
Okay.
the practical effect of it in the world.
But that's not what it says.
Okay, no,
It
I guess
says
you're right.
only.
I guess
It
you're
says
right.
only.
No,
So
you're
we'll
right.
take that as 2 for 2.
Yeah.
One question.
Cone's always
Huh?
trying to finagle
Look, man.
his way to steal.
We got to come back here.
Wow.
We got to come back. We're down right now.
Okay.
Like you said, okay?
Okay.
500.
Oh, you're right.
All right, here we go. I'm up. Question. You will learn more leadership skills and life lessons playing sports through middle school and high school than you will for 4 years at some garbage college like Yale. That's pointed.
Then you will learn playing sports at some garbage college. Like
no,
no,
just
then
spending
you'll learn.
4 years there.
You will learn more about leadership.
Leadership skills and life lessons playing sports through middle school and high school than you will from 4 years at some garbage college
like Yale.
like Yale.
Okay. So I'll answer for you. You answer for me.
You're going to say.
So you did guess correctly, but only because of one word there. The word was "and," because you certainly would learn much better leadership skills playing sports in middle school and high school than you would at Yale. But the "and" is the issue here, because the life lessons that you learn at a place like Yale is how to just be, how to survive surrounded by the most sociopathically ambitious
There you
people
go.
you've ever met in your whole life. The sharkiest. It's all. They're all Pete Buttigieg. They're all these guys who are just like, oh well, you know, only one of us is going to be president someday. So if even your slight shoulder gets in the way of my ambition, I'll rip your heart out and eat it right in front of you. My dad has a wave runner.
It sounds like you're speaking from experience there.
I have met a few of these guys in my
Look,
life.
playing sports, you learn all sorts of things. We talk about it all the time, the values that it instills on us, you know, punctuality and discipline and all those sorts of things. But there's a phrase, become a millionaire, not for the $1 million, but for what it will take of you to become a millionaire.
Right.
Substitute going to Yale with that.
Yeah.
Graduate from Yale, not for the degree, but for what it will take
for
of
the
you
ST.
to get through all of that as well. There you go. Now we're
Not
in
for the
tune.
degree, but
now
the
we're in
VD.
tune there.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, only for you do I drink beer. Only for you.
What do you ordinarily drink?
Whiskey.
Yeah,
I drink about
naturally.
No,
yeah.
Cone's like a savant. Like this is like this isn't like, hey, we messed
Only
around
for
every
you.
time.
Yeah.
But if we're going to drink it,
Yeah.
that's the kind of glass. That's the kind of mug.
A Stein.
Makes me want to die in a
like to take
European
a sip.
country in a war.
I know, that's the problem. When you keep winning this, then you don't get to drink it as much.
I thought I was
Or
supposed
you
to
Win or
just-
lose.
Yeah,
Win or
right.
lose.
Win or
we
lose.
do.
I've been
Well,
drinking
right
it
or
all the
wrong.
time,
When
yeah.
you lose, you have to drink it. When you win, you get to.
Yeah, say
I'm
what you
just,
want about
I'm,
Crain
I just refuse to let any of that go to waste. So we're
Yeah.
going to get to the bottom of
That's
it
good.
one way or another.
Sports betting is technically a sin.
That's a good one. Sports wagering is technically a sin. Michael Knowles, sports betting is technically a sin. All right. I think you.
Sorry, amigo.
Really? Talk to me.
No, it's
Talk
not
to
sin.
me.
It can be sinful if
Okay.
you bet the farm
Okay.
on the Yankees or something. But
Have you done that?
Yeah, I'm going close.
98?
Yeah.
You cleaned up.
When your namesake was pitching.
Look, maybe there'll be something in there about that.
Pluses.
But no, bets are. I'm all for gambling, and if it's within reason. It's only when it's like booze. You wouldn't say drinking is intrinsically sinful. I mean, the first miracle of Christ is turning water into wine for people who've been drinking for like 3 days.
Okay.
But getting drunk is a sin. Getting just like degenerate, wasted, being a drunkard, that's a sin. But so it's like gambling.
So you're on the Apollonian philosophy of moderation in all things, including moderation. That's kind of where you're going with that.
Well,
one, right?
yeah, there are many examples of moderation, but those are unfit for public consumption.
Again,
Look, I often say some of the fondest memories I have from high school are poker games with my friends.
Totally.
That kept us out of more trouble.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
develop a gambling addiction from that.
Yeah, or like I remember back when I was in middle school, like we'd go down and go to the local cockfighting ring, and it was like very nice and wholesome. It
was.
And there was a lot of
great guys
bonding.
got on.
Yeah, pit bulls and
Pause the
stuff.
shoot because I want to hear more about that. To be honest with you.
yeah. Well, it's again, if we'll just take the national debt and put this on Alabama to cover their first 2 games, we'll be making
You'd
money.
probably hit for sure. All right, question 2 for you. So much about the former athlete, that's in quotes, former athlete stereotypes is easily explained by the repeated head trauma. So much about the former athlete stereotypes is easily explained by the repeated head trauma.
Okay, I'm prepared to answer. Wrong again, amigo.
Oh,
Did I get yours right?
No.
I got yours wrong also.
no. Regardless,
No.
look, he's going to match nose with
No,
you.
because
former athlete. All right,
because
talk
the
to
other
me.
option, if you're saying it, what are the former athlete insults? I don't know, not that bright or not. And so you're saying you blame it on the head trauma. Well, the only other option is that you're a big dummy or something. But in my experience, like that's kind of the jock stereotype. But in my experience, that isn't true. In my experience, athletes tend to be pretty smart, and even like super smart guys who are pretty grounded can be pretty athletic too. I think of Super Giga Chad, Dr. Spencer Clavin, that guy. Or you think of
One of the greatest athletes
ancient
of our
Greeks.
time.
One of the
See, the
greatest
word
athletes of our time.
stereotypes here is interesting because it's not the former athletes who are creating the stereotypes. It's everyone else around them.
Yeah.
I think the idea
You're just
of
saying the
former
stereotype
athletes
is-
being dumb,
Yeah.
like that stereotype being created, could easily be explained by a resentment for people who didn't have success in athletics.
So hold on,
Is
let's
that-
see the wording here.
You tell me
so
if
much
I'm
about
wrong
the
there.
former athlete stereotypes is easily explained. So that's a good answer.
And you changed your mind, and I was right.
No, I had I still haven't changed
He's
my
gonna
mind.
try.
If you were to say the primary reason that former athlete stereotypes exist is resentment caused by pipsqueaks who couldn't get on the team, I would be inclined to believe that. But if it just says so much about it is explained by the head trauma, then to me the only options are they're dummies or they've been injured. And I think it's the latter.
Also, there's something that comes before the success on the field too, which is like, what are the odds, just statistically speaking, that someone is a really, really great athlete, but also extremely smart? So if they become a really great athlete and they lack in other areas, that's another reason to point out whatever weakness they may.
Right.
they may have.
That's a fair point. What are the odds of both of those striking? You still haven't changed my mind.
I mean, with
but
us three,
you made a good-
100%.
Well,
with us four,
It's clearly-
I bet Michael.
Yeah, I
could get
forgot
down
why I
on
was
the
here.
basketball.
Like, 10
Yeah.
seconds
I
ago.
know.
Look,
When he said Apollonia,
I didn't know how I got here.
It just really melted.
Like I thought that was a game where
Have
like,
another
Candy
beer.
Crush with apples.
that is. Actually.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Good. I was right.
What
there.
Apollonian
Good.
refers
For a second, I
to.
thought I was confused.
You're up.
you, sir. I read this one.
You read that one?
I read
I'm
that
up.
one.
Okay. Maybe I have some head trauma. Okay. Allowing your son.
Oh boy, he stopped there.
Allowing your son to participate in theater is more of a gamble than letting your daughter play softball.
God, this is a great one.
Well, wow. The second part of that question really complicates it.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So allowing your son to participate in theater is more of a gamble.
Yeah.
We're making an assumption there that we're gambling on the outcome of their
Yes,
masculinity
of
later
something,
in life.
yeah.
More of a gamble than
Yeah.
allowing your daughter to play softball.
Yeah.
And I think that Michael Knowles. Michael Knowles is
Correct.
Okay.
Did I get that one right?
Is more of a gamble. No.
Wow.
I think no.
Tell him
I
why,
think
David.
no.
Tell him why.
And I'll tell you why. You may not know this about me, but I was an extra in the play Macbeth at the University of Michigan, and it was set during World War II, and I turned out just fine. I got up there, I cried my eyes out, you know? And you know what? It helped me become a better video producer and a director, which led me to meet Jake Crain, which is why I'm here today. Now, I can't speak to playing softball.
No,
I only do that in beer leagues on Thursday night, and
Yeah.
my daughter's only 5 weeks old. So we'll see. But now you tell me yours.
Because, look, there is a risk. I first of all found this to be a bit to my advantage because when I was in theater from a very young age, and I was in the minority of men who were in theater who were attracted to women.
There you go.
And so I found, well, this is great because now, just the numbers are working out very much in my favor. But it's a bit of a risk. You know, plenty of people turn out really weird after being in theater, like Dylan Mulvaney kind of thing. And with softball, I'm just running the numbers in my head here, and it would just seem, just from my friends who played softball, it was more of a certainty that would be associated with certain inclinations than even that theater would be associated
Male
with.
thespians.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we got to understand the difference between high school softball and college softball. I think in college softball, it is way, way more prevalent.
It's 100%.
In high school,
Right,
I
yeah.
think you can get away with it. By the way, I did finish second with my boy Matty Middleton and Troy. I was in theater my senior year of high school. We did Abbott and Costello, who's on first.
Did you?
Finished second. How about that?
You see that?
Wow.
This guy's in Abbott and Costello.
That's the athleticism.
I'm
that
in
you read. How
Macbeth.
about that?
You know?
What were you in?
I was an athlete.
you were in
I was an athlete and liked girls.
He was in jail.
Some of my buddies on the football team, they married girls from the softball team, and they have 4 or 5 kids to this
Wow.
day.
Hey, okay.
It's a real life story.
That's,
so there you go.
Wow.
The
All right.
ponytail up, ponytail down theory is a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Explain that to Michael Knowles.
So ponytail up is you're gay.
You're listening out?
But yeah, ponytail down, like no ponytail, you're not gay.
Now, get
Watch a
ready for
softball
that.
game. Tell me how many ponytails you see.
Yeah.
Really?
Just watch it.
Hey, you have 6 questions to deal with that guy.
Star
after this
Rainbow.
one,
Can't
all right?
wait.
The more you know.
I just like the phrase "lesin out."
Yeah.
I came up with that. Copyright credit.
You can come on our show anytime. All right. Question number 3. Despite Gisele being both a cheating and practicing witch, Tom Brady is still mostly to blame for their split because he played football for 4 more months. I cannot wait for this one. I'm so excited they put this in there.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Tom Brady is still mostly to blame. Absolutely not.
He is.
No, he's
He
not.
is.
Tell
Not.
me why,
It's.
though.
He's not. So I guess this could be a little bit of a technicality. He's not mostly to blame because he played football for 4 more months, but he is mostly to blame because he is the head of the household, and the husband is the head of wife, as Christ is the head of his church, and so has a leadership role in the household, and he has to keep the whole thing together, and so, you know, we have terrible divorce laws in America, no-fault divorce, all this frivolous nonsense. And maybe she's a witch. She does seem to do kind of witchy, weird stuff, which is not great. And maybe he should have thought about that before the marriage. But I put more of the blame and responsibility on the husband.
So
He's the head of his household.
So before I tell you my opinion, I want to make sure we understand that we don't have any sort of inside information on their relationship. If Tom Brady committed infidelities that we don't know about,
Or practiced
and
witchcraft.
that sounds, one person was.
Yeah.
That much is on video.
Confirmed.
But just from what we know, the concept that Tom Brady wanted to continue playing football, and for that he ruined his relationship and created all these memes, you know, that you care more about having your worst season in the NFL than you do about staying with your family. How old is Tom Brady? He's 45 years old. He wants to go to work. He doesn't want to retire. I know 85-year-olds who can't retire. How many people have you heard about they retire and the next week they die? Because that's what keeps them going. This man's 45 years old. He wants to go to work for what? To provide for his family, and that's what he did. And then
And for glory. And for glory, too. And he's doing a glory. I mean, I'm not down on going to work for
the man
glory.
wants to go to work.
Yeah.
He wants to go to work. There's nothing wrong with that. Let him go to work. What is he supposed to do? He's supposed to stay home all day and like now be the stay-at-home dad. I heard all these excuses of Gisele sacrificed so much and now it's her turn to go on vacations. What are you talking about? The man wants to go to work, and this idea that, well, with all the money that he has, you don't have to work anymore. That to me tells you that people now only identify going to work with the monetary gains that you get, not with the fulfillment that comes with it. And that to me is a mistake.
But of course, there's easier ways to make money. Tom Brady probably could make just as much money.
So he signed with Fox already.
Yeah.
He starts with Fox next year, 2024.
$375
million for, I believe, 10 years. And
What?
his playing earnings for the last 20 years were about that, maybe a little less.
Yeah, see, there you go. It's
But
obviously
what's he
not
going to
about-
do? That's going to work.
Wow.
That's going. What's he going? He's not going to be at home with the kids.
Yeah,
when he
no,
goes
of course
to work
not.
for Fox,
Of course not.
So.
No, it's one of these where, I mean, she seems to be a witch. That's like the kind of the weirdest thing about it to me. But it's sort of like if you want to oppose feminism, as I do, and like all feminism from the very beginning of feminism, as I do, then I think you also have to say, all right, if men are going to have the privileges associated with traditional life, then they have to bear some of the responsibility. And we're in a political culture now that totally denies that, right? This is why I encourage the Knowles prenup, which is you sign it before you get married, and it's whoever breaks up the marriage loses everything.
There you go.
The kids.
You can do that?
Yeah, well, I don't probably
I'm getting
not.
married in a couple months.
Yes. I knew I waited for something.
Yes.
Well, the statement Tom Brady could have done more to save his marriage is most likely accurate.
Yeah.
Right? Like that. That much we could say.
But I agree that it's not, because he wanted to work. Yeah, he's a young man. I agree. So
cheers to that, sir.
is that it? You're done now,
Switch. All right.
Mr. Crain?
Mr. Knowles.
Your team is not doing great. Mr. Cohn brought it back a little bit, but it's on you to be the closer here.
The reason the closer for a reason.
We got a little Mariano follows David Cohn,
Look,
you know?
You're a Yankees fan, right?
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you a Yankee fan too?
Yeah, they CNN'd me a couple months ago. It's kind of a rocky situation right now.
That's right, they did.
They CNN'd me, yeah. And then they did exactly what I said they were going to do.
Yeah.
I didn't apologize.
Yeah.
My surprise, my mad no.
Big facts.
Disappointed for sure.
You never get the apologies.
This is going to be fun.
Okay, ready? Trans men should be allowed to compete in men's sports because you can't just inject testosterone to make up for a lack of masculinity. Like, meaning, if you're a man, but you're like a little foppish, you can't. Therefore, trans men, meaning women, should be allowed to compete.
I wonder what you're going to answer, Michael. This is a real tough one right here.
All right. Correct.
Oh, good. There we go.
Hey, come on, make faces at him, dog. Make faces.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, do you think guys? It's because they're guys.
It's because they're guys.
They're guys. At the end of the day,
Wait, oh no, you're saying the women who say that they're men, they are basically guys.
yes.
Don't you think that men, look, I'm not saying, if some roided up, testosterone injected, hulking Amazon of a woman,
Rosie O'Donnell?
only Rosie O'Donnell competed against me in a game of pinochle or something, I guess she could beat me probably. Though I actually don't know. Men have that much of a physical advantage but let's just say that that's the case. It doesn't change the fact that she's a woman. She's a woman down to her very essence. The technical term for this is that your sex is an inseparable accident of the individual, meaning your body and soul united in holomorphic union. Your sex comes from your body, not from your soul, because we don't have different souls for men and women. We're not different species, though we seem like it. So you're still a man, you're still a woman. And then sports, very much of sports, is figuring out where the men stack up in the pecking order. So you're going to have the shrimpy guy, and you're going to have the super boss Giga Chad.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you can't, to say that the masculinity or lack of masculinity is just the measure of being a man itself, manhood itself, seems crazy to me, because the whole point of sports is just like, okay, how macho are you? But you're still a man, you're still in men's sports.
So the amount of testosterone, I saw a girl, or whatever you want to call it, whatever cave she came out of, get injected with enough testosterone to where she could probably rip my arms off and my legs off if she wanted to, I think it just changes up a little bit. I think we can all agree.
Yeah,
on that.
you're saying at the very least, even if she's not a man, it would probably not be safe for her to be competing against the women.
Yes. No way it is.
tearing
There's
them
no
up.
way it is. They need to have their own class.
Yeah.
Right, they need to have their own class. At the end of the day, you want to be special? We want privacy.
Yeah.
We know you can have your own class.
Maybe their own type of
It's
sport.
Yeah, it's
where you
it's
throw them
dangerous
legs
either
and
way.
arms.
Yeah, you just have an arena, everybody's there, you just throw them stuff and just let them have some fun for a little bit.
We have a saying on our show, bottom line, keep your wiener out of women's sports.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what-
Hashtag
But
Crain
if you
Co.
go all the way, then okay.
Okay,
All right.
I needed that.
All
Needed
right.
that little comeback city, huh?
Yeah, it didn't.
Oh, do I get to drink this?
Yeah, you did. Right. So you accurately guessed mine. I accurately guessed yours. but we're still drinking.
Correct. All right.
Here we go.
Stay hot, kid.
You know what? A man should always pay on the first date, even if the woman was rude, not fun, and total mid overall, and fat. No, not the end.
I added that.
You probably would have known that going in. Probably, maybe
How
not.
much
Maybe
you
not.
ordered?
But yeah.
Michael.
Okay.
Hold on, look at me. I got it now.
You got it. You know.
got it
You
right
know
now.
the answer.
You're swimming
And you're
around.
not gonna fall for one of those fake outs.
No, I never do.
Okay.
That's why I'm the closer.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
We'll let him try it out once.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Correct.
Come on.
Yes, yes,
Come on.
yes.
I tell you
Come
what.
on.
Love
Did I
it.
get it right?
Yeah.
You added
No, you didn't.
fat.
No, you
well,
didn't.
hold on.
No, you didn't.
That's a
You
total
didn't.
fake out.
You
can't-
didn't. You didn't.
You can't add
I
fat to
think-
the answer and then.
I think.
Yeah.
I think a man should always pay on the first date.
Yeah.
Even if she's the worst.
Totally.
Right? And if you're on dating apps, they usually are.
Yeah.
Right?
I actually missed it. I totally missed it.
Good for you. They're the worst. Even if she sucks, even if she's, I would say, a Gen Z girl, which is basically like your first 15 minutes of a conversation of where the moon is in the sky when you were born, which is the worst, or an OnlyFans or anything like that.
Where was OnlyFans when you were born? Yeah, I don't know.
You knew what you were walking into, because like usually on a first date, it's not like you haven't talked before or have no idea what this person is about or what they believe in or how they are. Right. But I was raised, I do believe, if you take a girl out, I always say this: I'm gonna take you out the first three dates. I'm gonna buy dinner for you, so you can cook dinner for me for the rest of my life. That's right.
That's
Wow.
nice. I agree.
Wow.
I agree. I think it's very generous.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
It's
you
not,
take,
you're
would you
you're
leave?
the man. You're the pursuing party here. You're not. You don't want a girl, even if she's the worst and is talking about astrology or whatever. You don't want her to feel like this is some commercial transaction.
Exactly.
This is a potential love affair, and sometimes it's,
I feel lesser as a man if I don't pay.
Yeah.
You know, I really do.
I agree. Okay.
You're overachieving right now, I gotta be honest.
Yeah, absolutely crushing it. Friends don't let friends fall victim to disgusting vices, like watching The Big Bang Theory or dipping.
Those two are just, I don't know how those two got correlated into the
Yeah,
same question,
that's
but
true. Just now the under discussing vices like or. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Come on.
So the reason you're right,
Oh my gosh, don't call it
I
a
knew
comeback.
it. I knew it.
it's, if it had been and,
Mm-hmm.
you would have been wrong. But because dipping, totally fine, very cool. Big Bang Theory, completely unforgivable.
Oh, the worst thing ever made.
yeah.
That and
It's
Seinfeld.
so overrated.
Yeah. Seinfeld. I'm not like crazy about Seinfeld, but I enjoy it every now. It's not the greatest show ever made, but it's good. It's good. You know.
I'm one of those guys who look. I mean, if your best friend jumped off the cliff, would you?
Yeah.
You're damn right I am.
Yeah.
You are damn right.
that's why
I
y'all
am
went cliff
jumping
diving.
with him.
Well, that's why
I'm
you
not
went
gonna
cliff
ask
diving.
questions or anything like that.
You'll ask
Look-
questions later.
Yeah. Look.
In hell.
Yeah. Exactly.
After you're-
Exactly. I don't ask permission. I just ask forgiveness.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. You're up.
Ready for this?
Yeah. All right.
I'm hot right now.
This
I
is
need you to
this is
finish.
wow.
I'm
Man,
hot.
I didn't
I'm
realize
hot.
playing the closer
Look at
here.
me.
was
I'm hot
good.
right now.
Brother energy. Finish. Let's
All
go.
right, let's go. My
Ninja
mouth.
focus. Good.
It's worse to be a physical squish than it is to be a political squish.
It's worse to be a physical squish than to be a political.
Okay, what's a squish?
A squish, is like a cuck, kind of like a like a wuss, like a
Beta.
wimp, like a beta, like someone who's going to compromise, And And so a physical squish, I mean, I don't know what a physical squish is. I don't know if there's a little dig from Ben Davies out there or anything. But if it means, listen, this is actually something, I know you guys look at me, you're like, Michael, you're an Adonis. You must go to the gym every day. I don't. I haven't been to the
You're looking
gym.
stacked.
Thank you.
Mike.
I appreciate it. I know.
and
You know, the camera adds 2 pecs, actually. It does.
Really? Cool.
But, you know, I don't hit the gym a lot. And I actually think it's a problem. I think I should hit the gym. I think it is good. You want excellence in all parts of your life, and you don't want to ignore that. I mean, you think about the great philosophers, they didn't think that you could just ignore your body. You know, we're physical beings, we're incarnate. So that's bad. But is it as bad as being a political squish? That's the question.
I just
Say,
need
all
a
right,
cuck,
ready?
man, like physically. That sucks.
Ready?
Correct.
He's absolutely eating on the biggest stage.
Come on.
On the
Go,
biggest
kid. Come on.
stage. I'm never been
Come on.
more proud to be your brother.
Come on.
I've never
Did I
been
get
prouder
that
of
right?
this moment. Came to me in a dream.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. Oh, man.
The thing about it is when it comes to being like politics and political squish, most of them are. Anyways,
Yeah.
I mean, 99% of them.
Right.
Well, doesn't matter what happens or what's going down or who did this or who did what. They're going to fall in the line of whatever party they're in, including journalists too.
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
nowadays. I
Of
mean,
course, yeah.
it's about money with them. But I do think when it comes to physical, like see the thing about you, Mike, like you might not be the most jacked guy around, but you know what you're not.
Tell him,
You're not some 300-pound guy walking
you.
around.
Yeah.
That's what I was
right?
going to say.
At the end of the day, like you are keeping yourself in shape.
Like I might
That-
not go to the gym a lot, but I do a ton of coke.
Look, yeah, exactly.
There you go.
And that takes
Keep the weight
a
off.
certain amount of aggression, right, to do that. And I think it's a lot worse to let yourself go physically than it is to be a political squish, because 99% of them are anyway.
Oh, so you're saying it is worse? Oh, so
No, I'm saying it's worse to be a political.
Hey,
No,
you want
it's
just
worse.
move on,
No.
Move on.
It's worse.
We don't go to
It's I might have got this wrong. But it's worse to be a physical squish than a political
yeah,
squish.
yeah.
So okay, there it is. There it is. Yeah. Because I don't believe in any of those guys, anyways. Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter. They're going to say what best fits the moment in the situation.
That's often the case.
I don't think of you as physical squish. Like
I don't
think
either.
you're shorter
I
or
think
smaller.
I think I'm big and strong and sexy.
well, to
It's
your
like you're
point,
not going to the gym and throwing up 3 racks on bench.
yeah, I'm not either.
No, here's the thing. You ain't trying to fight nobody, man.
Yeah,
like,
I'm a
just
lover.
don't die. Don't be disgusting.
You're not eating
Like,
4
you're not.
pizzas a night, though.
Yeah, no,
You're not
not
just shoving
anymore.
your face full of
Not
Taco Bell and Reese's peanut butter cups.
No.
There's a time and a place for
That was once I did
Yeah.
that.
before me.
That was one
Well,
time.
you're 8'4", like it goes straight to your legs. It would take
goes
you
right to my finger.
It would take you 800 years to get fat.
You look good, Mike.
I'm working
Hey,
on it.
thanks, guys.
You're a Yankees
Thanks,
fan. You
man.
look
Such a
good.
Samantha thing
You want
for
to
you
do
to
karate
say.
in the garage?
Is
Y'all
that
should
euphemism?
Yeah, look, I'm down.
Look,
So is it your? are you-
Am I up again, or is that?
No, I'm up.
You're
Oh,
up.
it's Mike.
I'm
Michael,
up.
okay.
All right.
I'm up. Okay.
Come on.
It's more difficult to stay on your grind as a single sexy beast who is absolutely bombarded by thirsty gold-digging models constantly trying to trap you into 18 years of child support than it is being a married man balancing work and family. So just to clarify, it was a bit wordy. Yes, for the struggles of the single Chad, and no for the family.
I wish you could read that question and look me in the eyes at the same time.
I was hoping that was going to happen.
I'll memorize it afterward. So yes, it's harder to be the single Chad.
You know this one. You know this one.
Ready? I'm right.
You're wrong.
I would have said yes too.
Who wants to be a millionaire? Do you?
Yeah, you're wrong.
Totally
Because
wants to be a millionaire.
having, listen, man, I look back at my Chad days. It's true. It's sort of like Kodachrome. Everything looks worse in black and white, but it's harder. It's harder. You gotta. Right now, as a married man, I don't need to swipe right. I don't need to go on dates. I don't need the anxiety of that. I don't need to worry about, I'm going to have HR breathing down my neck because I looked the wrong way at somebody. Yeah. I don't need to worry about cooking. I don't need to worry about cleaning. I don't need to worry about my family yelling at me that I'm not settling down. I don't need to worry. I don't pay my bills. I don't even know how much money we bring in. My wife handles everything.
Yeah.
Takes care of me, makes me a home. When I was single, it was rougher.
I think a lot of it to do with me is mindset, right? when you're a
Did I guess right?
Yes, you did. Yeah, you did. When you're a single guy or stuff like that, if you're just going out, I mean, if you're getting approached by models all the time, it must be nice. Congratulations. That's not really a tough thing to deal with. Just be in the house and don't talk that much. But I think it's a lot harder to take care of a family. And I know not every situation is probably the same situation with you have the great wife that you have.
The great wife who does.
So I think it's a lot harder to take care of a family, raise kids, pay a mortgage or something like that than a single guy who has the mindset of I'm not worried about a bunch of females or this. I'm going to get in the gym. I'm going to eat my protein, a certain amount of calories a day. I'm going to do what I need to do. You're so scheduled out, and I feel like when you're a family, you have kids, everything's chaos.
Yeah.
Everything's chaos, and your job as a father is to wrangle in this chaos, and there's nothing tougher to do than to control chaos.
Yes.
And as a father, I feel like you do that on an everyday basis, not only with yourself, but with your family too. As a single Chad, I just have to control the chaos in my mind, right? And if I can channel that, become a monster, right? Become a monster and learn how to control it.
But that's the point. That's the hard part of the temptation. When you're just that single Giga Chad, just rolling around the streets, how do you control the chaos in your mind? Well, at least I'm like regimented, right? So
I agree with you on this.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, we all know Chad stands for cool, hot, and down. All right. So if that's what we're going for right there.
We certainly have more responsibilities with kids and with the home, right? Like you said. But it's easier for me with 2 small children now, despite all the chaos you're talking about, to wake up and work hard and perform for them without the not knowing sort of what's going to happen.
Uncertainty.
The uncertainty of your future.
Kelly Rowland.
It's like, man,
I agree. Now the final question. This is I ask you. Liz Blaine.
This is me, sir.
This is you. Okay.
This is me.
Blanye West.
Are you sure I didn't get the last one right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll get a review.
We'll have the judges.
All right. Is it more likely that the conflict in Ukraine will end peacefully before producer Justine finds love? Okay.
Wow.
Woo! You want me to read it again? You got it.
Nope.
I think I got it. Maybe read it again just to buy me time.
Is it more likely that the conflict in Ukraine will end peacefully before producer Justine finds love?
And do you know why?
Scorching.
Why?
Do you know why? Because the war in Ukraine could end with one single bombshell. But producer Justine, she's already a bombshell.
Oh, come on now. That's a cheers, brother.
There it is right there.
That's a cheers.
That's it right there.
Golly.
God, I love America so much.
I don't know who won. I think we all won.
I think
I think so
We
too.
spent time
America
with you.
won.
That's winning.
That's a winning day.
Okay.
Gentlemen, thank you for coming on. I have a question about camping for you guys after.
Oh,
we'll get to it
absolutely.
after the show.
Absolutely. I can't
The
wait.
answer is yes.
It's always yes.
We'll see you next time on Yes or No.